All right, let's just jump right into it. Welcome back, navigators. Today, we're doing an urgent deep dive breakdown into exactly why bandwidth is completely changing the market. We're looking way past the slick user interfaces and the chat windows and going straight into the raw hardware layer that is literally single-handedly powering this massive AI boom. Because look, while everyone else out there is endlessly hyping up the latest software, the newest language models, and flashy apps, I want you to focus on this. Today, we are stepping right into the engine room of the AI revolution. Hidden away in that hardware engine room, far from the software spotlight, AMD is quietly engineering an absolute monster of an architectural shift.
Section 1, the AI engine room.
Section 2, meet the spec monster. Okay, so the defining metric of this brand new AMD Instinct MI400 architecture, it's 19.6 terabytes per second of memory bandwidth. To really put that insane number into perspective, the current industry standard that everyone relies on right now is hovering at around 8 terabytes per second. So yeah, this is a quantum leap. You really want to highlight that 19.6 in your mind because it's the hook that completely changes the paradigm of what these machines can actually do.
We're essentially looking at a holy trinity of specs here. You've got bandwidth at a staggering 19.6 terabytes per second. Then capacity sits at 432 gigabytes of next-gen HBM4 memory. And finally, raw compute power reaching up to 40 petaflops. The simple math here is just, well, it's beautiful. When you eliminate those painful memory bottlenecks with this massive bandwidth and capacity, your data-hungry AI models can finally breathe, and your raw compute efficiency just skyrockets into the stratosphere.
Section 3, bandwidth, the sovereign resource. Which brings us to a fundamental shift in how we need to view the computing landscape right now. Why bandwidth? Why are we focusing so aggressively on this one specific metric instead of just pure compute? Well, it's because structurally, data access speed is the most frequent and, frankly, the most painful bottleneck for large AI models today. Think about it. It really doesn't matter how fast your processor can think if it's constantly starving for data. You can think of this HBM4 memory like a massive, multi-lane, ultra-high-speed highway for AI models. It basically allows these insanely complex algorithms to think on the fly. They can instantly access the vast oceans of data they need without ever, getting stuck in traffic. No bottlenecks, no waiting around, just pure, uninterrupted processing speed.
Section 4, the rack-scale infrastructure war. Now, zooming out to the macro infrastructure level, we're seeing two very distinct philosophies clash. On one side, you have Nvidia's Vera Rubin and their NVL ecosystem, which is this brilliant, highly optimized, but very closed environment. On the flip side, you've got AMD's Instinct MI400 and Helios systems relying on open, rack-scale integration. It's a direct architectural contrast, right? Closed and proprietary versus open and highly integrated with sheer brute force. So what does this actual battlefield mean for developers and researchers? Well, AMD's brute force attack forces the entire industry to adapt to an open standard. And structurally, that translates directly to better accessibility, way more hardware choices, and significantly lower barriers to entry for anyone out there trying to build AI. Section 5, the end of monopoly.
What we're really seeing through this whole breakdown is a super clear signal. The era of a single hardware monopoly is shifting. I mean, when new competition pushes the pedal to the metal with high bandwidth architecture like this, the entire market is literally forced to run faster. Prices become hyper-competitive, the pace of innovation accelerates, and honestly, that dynamic is the ultimate victory for you, the navigators, watching this right now. So let's boil it down. Here are the two ultimate takeaways you need to pull from this. Number 1, cheaper compute. This level of intense competition directly drives down the fundamental price of intelligence itself. And number 2, much greater access. These incredibly powerful accelerators are becoming way less elitist and far more available to the broader market. This battle of the giants directly feeds your own AI capabilities, giving you more power, more options, and way more speed for your own workflows and syntheses. It's just an absolutely incredible time to be building in this space. The hardware engine room is finally being democratized, and this level of raw compute power is being unleashed. But it leaves us with one major question to think about. With bandwidth no longer acting as the ultimate bottleneck holding us back, what kind of unprecedented models are you going to build with this newfound speed? Stay sovereign, stay optimized, and we'll see you in the next deep dive.